Learn. How many Latino faces are in their schools as teachers and as guidance counselors or as principals?
Yeah, I think we got a pretty good percentage. I don't know what that percentage is. I mean, I can't tell you directly what that percentage is, and I would love to see this report because anecdotally, I've experienced just the opposite. So I've experienced that when Latino children have access and opportunity, their performance actually jumps over African American students. That actually happened in my last county. When we opened, we eliminated a barrier to advanced placement. And we said every high school now has advanced placement, and you cannot choose who participates. Any student who signs up can participate. And so a couple of things happened. Number one, we had a lot more Latino children and African American children then begin to participate. But here's what we also experienced. We had the highest percentage in the country of Latino students scoring a 3, 4, or 5. Why? Because none had access. And they didn't have access before. So I would love to see the research on this, because I'm not so sure I subscribe to this notion that there's an intellectual difference.
Well, we don't subscribe to it either, but
because I've seen it. I've seen too many young people in a lot of challenging circumstances do tremendous things, and quite frankly, it's why we got the DREAM Act passed in Maryland. I was one of 2 educators. The other one was the president of the community college who signed on to that. It's why I worked with Casa de Maryland. My good friend Gustavo Torres, and he won a Promise Neighborhood grant for that area of the county. It's why we did a lot of that work, and it's why we eliminated the barriers to access. And that's what we had to do here in Philadelphia. I mean, it's not, so you go to Kensington Kappa, and you see Latino children doing tremendous things. And there's a Latino principal, and there are quite a few bilingual staff. I mean, and so I do think that that becomes really important. But I love your question, and now I need to find out how many staff members at every level. I will say this, I'm not happy with the fact that on my senior team, Fernando was the only Latino representative there, and we've been actively recruiting other individuals. I mean, and it becomes hard because no one wants to come work for a district that's going through the fiscal challenges, and I tell them it's a great opportunity, but they're not buying it. I'm a little worried that it's taken us this long to really get another staff member on senior staff who's also Latino.